Listen to me, there's three of us.
Tom Cruise and Planet Earth are under attack in Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. I'm Roger Ebert.
And I'm Richard Roeper. Our first movie is Steven Spielberg's exciting, explosion-filled War of the Worlds, by far the biggest, loudest, and most elaborate adaptation of the H.G. Wells classic. It's almost an alien invasion take on Jurassic Park, with Tom Cruise's Ray and his kids narrowly escaping death about 30 times. With Close Encounters of the Third Kind and E.T., Spielberg told us that aliens could be super intelligent, super friendly beings, but these monsters are more ruthless than the shark in Jaws.
That can't be the water main.
There's nothing else down there.
The water main doesn't run through here.
Well, there's something down there, and it's moving.
Now, Ray isn't one of those regular guy movie characters who then turn into a superhero by circumstances. In fact, he's a lousy father, and at first he's not particularly brave or resourceful, but his paternal instincts do kick in after the monsters attack.
Rachel?
Dad,
Sweetheart?
scary.
I need you to get your suitcase, the one that you brought, and bring it to me, okay? Can you just do that for me, darling? Okay.
With a budget of about $125 million, this is the most expensive movie of the summer, and Spielberg deftly blends special effects with extended stunt sequences involving hundreds, maybe thousands of extras. But that's also the film's shortcoming. Other than Cruise and his daughter, played by the amazing and ubiquitous Dakota Fanning, we really don't get to know any of the characters, nor do the aliens have much personality beyond their insatiable hunger for human blood. There's also an intriguing but kind of strange interlude with Tim Robbins as a survivalist. It seemed like it was from another movie. Still, I'm giving thumbs up to this movie for the terrific work by Cruise and Fanning and those sensational action sequences.
Thumbs down for me. I felt this was totally in a different and more disappointing category than E.T. or Close Encounters or Minority Report. I mean, Spielberg has made three of the best science fiction movies of the last 25 years, and this is not one of them. The alien tripods are clunky and clangy and old-fashioned.
No, well, they're supposed to be old-fashioned. They're based on the H.G. Wells original version of it.
That was set in 1898, so set the movie in 1898, because, you know, tripods don't even make sense. They're not stable. They should have four legs instead of three.
So you're hung up on the tripod.
They've been waiting for 1 million years underneath the ground, and they haven't been found by anybody digging a subway or putting in an electric line.
They're deep. They're in the core where Hillary Swank once went way down there. They're waiting 1 million years, and then when they come up, what they want to do is zap us with death rays and suck our blood? Well, I mean,
after 1 million years, couldn't they come up with anything better than that?
Well,
and then,
they're hungry.
And then
they're hungry.
Tom Cruise is basically just in the foreground holding Dakota Fanning and thinking about things he can do to try to protect his family from these ridiculous mechanical monsters. I mean, it's like the Iron Giant is svelte compared to them.
I think you're really hung up on the whole tripod alien
I didn't like the tripods.
element.
I did not like the tripods. They were not interesting aliens, and what was inside of them was less interesting still.
Well, I'll tell you, Roger, there have been, I think, very few movies about alien invasions where we really get great motivation on the aliens' part for coming to the planet Earth. I mean, that's always the kind of thing. They come here to either say hello or to eat us. You know, they don't just show up every once in a while.
Yeah, whether they say hello or eat us, at least they're more interesting. They were more interesting, for example, on Independence Day.
Well, no, I don't think so. But I think you're also just shortchanging, first of all, Cruise's character, who's this, you know, I thought it was interesting that he was kind of a lousy father, and he doesn't all of a sudden become a stuntman like these guys usually do, like Tom Cruise did in a movie like The Firm, where he's jumping off trucks and things like that.
He doesn't become a stuntman, but he does get inside a pod and dive into a basket full of people and grab out his daughter and get her outside of the pod and throw a grenade over his shoulder. That wouldn't be a stuntman, would it?
Well, you know,
that wouldn't be a stuntman.
By then, he's pretty deep into this, you know, this harrowing adventure, and I think you're shortchanging Spielberg's abilities here to, you know, these great stunt sequences, like when the whole crowd is on that ferry and they're trying to get on the boat, and then there's moments where the crowd turns against each other, and there's great images and great sequences.
There are some great shots in the movie. The train on fire, roaring through the station. That's a great shot.
It's a great shot.
So there are some great moments in the movie.
I just want to
still thumbs down for me.
All right, before we move on, I just want to make this clear. So if you're standing there in a multiplex and you've got your $9 or $10 in your hand, you're saying that you should go see The Longest Yard or The Honeymooners before you should go see War of the Worlds. based on your...
Well, how many times do I have to explain to you that ratings are relative, not absolute?
You know, I understand it. I'm just saying...
I'm saying that if E.T. gets 4 stars and Close Encounters gets 4 stars, this gets 2 stars.
And Longest Yard gets thumbs up, and this gets thumbs down.
Well, you know, oddly enough, no. It doesn't work that way.
But well, how does it not work that way?
Because people should be smart enough to listen to what we say instead of looking at the dumb thumbs and the dumb stars, because there are gradations and contexts that go on.
All right, but you're giving this movie thumbs down.
I am.
Okay.
And if you want to read my review in the paper or hear what I said here, you'll understand why.
I look forward to reading more.
And if you go look at Minority Report, you'll see that this is half the movie that was.
And it's still worth seeing, I say.